What up? We got more Raiden Fighters. We did 5 hours yesterday. We're going to keep continuing that on. What we did yesterday is we routed everything for like the first half, and then we did some runs to find where pain places were. What we found out is we need to route more on specifics on the hard stages. So the start of this, we're going to be going in and routing a bit harder. We're going to get really comfy with the stages, and then we're going to start runs once we like know what we're doing. So before we were kind of just going along and had the general idea of the route. Now we're just going through and we're good. Since yesterday, I haven't played at all. I haven't done any practice, but what I have done is peep a few replays. So a couple of the boss strats. I want to look at the bosses real quick right now and see here real quick first. Let's just see if oh my god, it just works now. The chat thing right below me. All right, cool. We're gonna be looking at a few of the boss strats. Like there's one big tank that had the really awkward to seal enemies. That one, that shit was mad hard. Do that strat for. Instead, we're doing a different one. It's completely different. We spend a bomb. It's cool though. Other things, like we treat the big plane differently. We're just trying to cut out any amount of inconsistency we can. Like, let's look here at... First of all, Stage 3, this one's mad hard. The boss at the end we were using a bomb on. Let's see, do we have a state near there? Alright, let's get there real quick. We need to get to the boss of this stage, because at the end here, I saw you could do it without a bomb fairly easily. We're gonna see if we still want to be doing it with a bomb, or if it'd be more or less consistent otherwise. Let's just get a state there real quick, because I think I overrid it. Also, I think having your two options could be pretty significant later. Like, for how it pertains to the boss speed kills. Let's see here. They, like we were yesterday, I saw a replay where they're just timing out the first one right away. So you time stuff out, and the next phase gets less HP. So for a few of the bosses, what we were doing is we were just not killing their first phase, and then just letting them go here. But this one, you just have to dodge twice, and this one's not bad. This pattern here maybe could be weird. I'm more worried about our options taking hits, but it's whatever. At this point, you usually have them tracing. So I think by this point, as soon as it blows up, I think you're just cool to sit in the middle, and you make a dodge like that. So that's like a completely free... That's not even like making a dodge to try to save a bomb. This is like you just sit here, and then whenever there's a middle shot, you dip, and you're completely fine. So I think that's the move for that boss. We're gonna go in that stage a lot more. I looked at more routing stuff. I figured out how you do the... Jin was saying the 2 fairies yesterday to get 2 bombs. There's like 2 cannons at the very top. I saw somebody, they basically just bomb both cannons right away. You get both the bombs from both cannons, but more importantly, you get double fairy. If you go and kill the cannon later, whenever the screen scrolls a different way, then you're not getting the bombs from the fairy. You're just getting the bomb off the turret. So that's a thing. Then we want to see this tank here. So we started off doing the ceiling strat, which look right there. You see how inconsistent that is? That's not like normal ceiling. That shit's kind of terrifying. What they were actually doing, and I don't have that replay up, so if we can't figure it out, we'll mess with it in a sec. But they were kind of triggering everything, and then instead of running up to it and getting like up safe here, they're just dealing with these on the side. We don't care that these go off, and we just hang out down here. And then you have to dodge that one pattern. They dip to the side for the turret, and then they're gonna kill it. And by now, it usually dies. So I think that's about the movement that we have to do, so we're gonna mess with that one for a sec. So these we trigger. I think maybe you just touch them, and then they're like flagged as activated, and then they'll activate whenever. I'm not too sure how it works. So we kill these 2 down here. We have to make sure to actually kill him. I'll put a state up closer so we could practice this a lot faster. For some reason, I worry about stealing these enemies because of Garaga rank. Ever since I found out in Garaga, that was the thing that made me anxious trying to sit on top of enemies. Even though that's not a thing in, like, everything. So we just hang out here. And we have to make one dodge, I think. So this one was kind of a bastard and really inconsistent. On both of the strats, we had to stay up at the very top. However, if we do this, we just sit in the middle and we're fine. That tank didn't even shoot. Yeah, depending on, yeah, every bullet you seal will, like, up the rank. So some enemies, if you sit on top of them too poorly, then it, like, dramatically just skyrockets the rank. Like, if you seal an enemy that's, like, spraying a huge spread or something, or just constantly firing, it's, like, pretty bad. I'm not sure if it's that way in Batrider, because I see in Batrider, like, if you look at stage 4 where you're in the airport, they have a section where you're constantly just sitting on where all the enemies are spawning, like, mid-airport, and everybody does that, so I don't know if the rank, if it doesn't matter in that regard. I don't know too much the differences in rank on those. But yeah, so, like, even if you're on, like, the dock stage, there's a few places where, like, some tanks will come down, and if you just sit on top of them so you kill them as they come out, then, maybe that does rank. I don't know enough about that. Yeah, it's interesting. I always wonder about that game. If, ooh, I didn't do the timer. There we go. That game's so interesting because I think the vast majority of it was emergent gameplay. Like, they could not have planned for everything that would actually go into that game. But they just did a lot of shit and it fucking worked. They, like, had all the right inspirations at the right time. It's kind of crazy how that one went off. And then, like, they can't even, like, they try to recreate it with all kinds of stuff, but, like, the exact, what did we fuck up? Alright. Let's get this exact. So if we just focus on the two tanks here, we could even just bomb right here. You think the bomb just kills it? It does. So if we don't even want to spend a bomb, so we just focus the two tanks here, and then it's basically doing nothing. You know, it's kind of doing something. Maybe we sit in the middle just to get it out of this phase as fast as possible. Or we could bomb the first. What happens if we just bomb that away? Let me see the exact replay real quick. So there's a guy, the Japanese dude, he streams, he has runs of, like, every freaking ship. So obviously they have one of this one, and it's not, it's a lot of dodging he does, but he also has really brain dead strats for all the bosses. So, like, an additional one, whenever we're on the desert train stage, that at the very end, we were doing kind of a timeout strat here, where first, the kind of finicky thing is we had to kill these two turrets before they shot, which is not too hard, but it's a little weird. We want to figure out, the main problem is while this is really easy to do to time it out, eventually you time it out, you dump two bombs on it, and then it dies. I want to say this is the second best ship. If it's a Raiden Fighters game, the best ship is always the tiny secret ship. So you can play as one of the options instead, and they're, like, grossly overpowered. To the point that, like, every run you see is just using the slave ship. So in this game, it's Judge Spear Slave is the one everybody plays. For some reason, I just can't stand the option ships. I hate the small ones. So instead of playing Judge Spear Slave, we play Judge Spear. This is the one it's based off of. Yeah, Slave is ridiculous. I just looked at a replay of it, and you can do the same exact route we're doing, but it's better. Because it's just enormous spread at all times. Tiny-ass hitbox just does everything right. Don't have to accidentally pick up wrong power-ups, things like that. It's really good. But I'm still a tier whore, and I'm pretty sure this is the second best ship. Here's actually what we're gonna do for this boss instead. As soon as the turrets move, I think we just dump 2 bombs on it. Is this the move? No, that's... no, that's not. Let me pull up. Let's see, does this catch anything? I want to see if I could pull up that replay as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, so let me pull up this play. This guy is his runs aren't like perfectly structured, but what they are is he like has cleared with everything. He knows what he's doing pretty good. He has all of his replays on the Shmup Wiki video index, I think. They're always the like bottom of the score because they're all survival based runs. And so here are the 2 strats that he did. Oh, let's see if we get... So here's that plane we're just doing right now. So what does he do right away? So right after you kill the V with the like red ship at the head, he's just bombing and then you dip to the side because of the 3-way. That's what it was. He mentions that too. He says the 3-way. So if we want to deal with this boss like brain dead, we dodge one of the 3-ways, we wait, and then we bomb again. So bomb, wait for 3-way. That time we just killed it in time, so now we could just bomb, and look at that. We don't have to fiddle with anything. We want as brain dead of strats as possible for when we're doing a run where we don't have much time put into the game. So like the other one is better, but for right now, stuff like this is just gonna be super, super brain dead. Oh, you can't see because you got the replay on there. While we have that replay up right now, let's look at the... This was the strat we want to yoink from him here. So here's a tank that was being an asshole yesterday. Maybe you don't have to sit quite on top of these to activate them. Maybe they're just timed. At least the secret ones earlier you have to sit on top of. Oh yeah, I'm not sure in the other Raiden Fighters games. Okay, we bait to the side, we bait. And then we bomb once all the turrets are in view, so all the turrets go away. Hard macro, then middle. That's why, because we never had to micro anything. He just macroed everything, and we just needed 1 bomb. Let's find that boss, so... Bait everything, bait everything. It's in view, and then he bombed. We'll just do right after we bait twice. So here's the first one. Here's the second one. We bomb, now it's on second phase. He moved over here because it also consequently kills the turret, and then I guess it's dead. So 1 bomb, easier strat. I think before we had the bomb anyway, I wasn't too sure. Let's get that again. We make sure these absolutely die. Because we're baiting these off, it's also like extra safe. Forgot we need the bomb right there. We macro everything, we kill the turret, and now we sit in the middle. If I do it right and we're in the middle right there, then they all whiff. Also, another thing about the ships, I think in the other games, it switches off what's the like absolute best ship. But Fairy is like psycho nuts. They're basically the same thing as the slave ship. They got like a flamethrower as a bomb in like Raiden 2, in Fighters 2, and that ship's pretty nuts. Yeah, this is so much better. We're gonna peep all the bosses. Just to be sure we know what we're doing on the bosses. But this is the one where we're just baiting. We got this one down, and then before we were using a bomb. Now we just sit middle, and you dip off on the 1 middle shot. There's like a pretty noticeable one in the middle. So that one's fine. Let's make sure on this boss right here. I want to see what he does on... Oh my god, I have this still open covering everything. Alright, I'll remember to... You know what? Back. This'll give us even... And now I won't forget for sure. I'm curious on this boss, because this boss, the strat we were first looking at was weird. I think they might just do it normally with, like, just dodging. You lose your slave, but I think that's fine. So what if we just want to save a bomb on, like, a really initial early boss? Because we might want room later, because what we found out is power loss is really bad if you die in a bad position. So here's where it starts. So we first dip off. Then we dip off again. Once it starts, we have to make this dodge. But once we do that, I think we'll just do this because it's significantly easier. We'll just do that. It's free bomb. Don't have to worry about it. Here's the other thing I noticed. Let's see if we can find it. So this is stage 3, the dangerous stage. We're going to go on this one more depth. But the thing I found out was... once we get a little bit higher up here where we get the big cannons... I think we... This is why we're gonna go through. I'm not sure where to start in each section. It's pretty easy once you know the exact starting point. But so we bomb here because of that one that's dangerous. I want to say we kill everything and then bomb. No. We kill Zakos and then these are in view and then maybe you bomb. And see, there's one fairy, there's 2 fairies. So you see, that's like fucking 4 bombs right there. For the price of, if we do it right, 1 bomb. So let me take a look at what point we actually have the bomb there. So I think right here, when all these enemies are coming in, that signals this plane. We're just doing a bomb there to make it easier. But I think Jin was trying to tell me this yesterday, but I didn't know how to trigger the... So if we do it early like this, is it still in view and working? Yes, but it's kind of scarily. Was that 2 fairies? Let's peep that one more time just to make sure we kind of get how that works. Are any of these shots hitting it? I think they are. You see that? They're kind of touching it there. So whenever we're bombing the big plane before, that's probably a good spot to do it. So right after Zakos are dead, if we dump a bomb here, that one dies, we get fairy. This one dies, you get fairy. That's 2 bombs for both the fairy plus both the turrets. It's like 4 bombs is fucking crazy for... Okay, yeah, that's probably consistent then. Get like 4 bombs off that section. The big problem with dying is like power loss recovery is kind of scary, and we're losing like a huge amount of bombs, which is spooky. So it's good to know that that's not too hard on execution. This one we gotta handle. This one we're just gonna bomb, wait for shot, and we're good. This one here, I think... So this is the actual nightmare stage, now that we kind of got a feel for stage 3. This is the stage 6 boss that we want to look at. I think they were doing what we did. We just bombed 3 times. Let's get exactly. So immediate bomb, you even hear him mashing. Dip off to the side. And then what our original replay was doing was trying to save a 3rd bomb. But like, we want more consistency, so we're just gonna do what he did. And just dump that there. So let's get all the way over there. Boss is probably like right up here. So 1 immediate. 1 immediate. Next phase, we dip. And then do we just bomb right away? No, we have to wait a sec. I think he waited a sec. He said something, like, audibly about it. I think he just waited a second, then did it. Whoops, I need to bomb. Immediate bomb, next phase. Oh, we gotta wait. Immediate bomb. Immediate bomb. Phase transitions, we get out of there. Our options just probably die here. So our issue is we don't want to be dodging those last bullets, but what I think is going on is the third bomb, we're not sitting on top enough. I think our bomb isn't damaging it. So like these ones are because we're sitting it like right on top of it. Maybe here I'm also not getting as much damage as we could. No, it was the timing, so we just bombed late. And it both hits that later pattern and we just kill it. Let me do that one more time and then we'll look at something else. We need to bomb twice. Here's what happens if the first bomb doesn't hit him. It gets a little awkward like that. We want to be at the bottom when this starts, so we're actually hitting it the entire time. We wait a sec, bomb. Even if things went wrong, triple bomb works. Our actual last time. Immediate bomb. Immediate bomb. Transitions, we get ready to dip. We're kind of off-center, so the damage isn't the greatest, but... Also, we're using auto-fire. I'm not sure to what extent you can point-blank things. I think it does help. I don't think it's anything like the last few games we're doing, like Metal Black, where it kind of does a lot for you. And then, just to be sure, let's check this one out. So this is really the only hard part right there. Is this exact dodge. So remember, let's stay bottom. We could hard focus on, we could just hard focus on the middle and not even worry about the turret, because we know how that's gonna work. Yo, what up, Gigabyte? This was, so I had no clue. Yeah, dude, I can't imagine, like, trying to learn these in the arcades, like, 1/4 at a time. The closest thing I've ever had to that is kind of like the fighting game equivalent of that. Whenever they put out like an online beta and you don't have training modes, so you just kind of gotta try stuff until it works. This is actually the cheater way to like fast track learning a game. Is just taking a replay of somebody who actually knows what they're doing and then just literal copy pasting everything they do. I'm like, that's the way I prefer. I know not everybody likes that, but it makes it so you go learn like stupid fucking fast. Because it's an open book test. Like, yeah, freaking learning them in the arcades is like, I think, I read somewhere, because I always wondered that. Like, let's say Diojo came out. And like, how the fuck do the super players like learn that? Like, they gotta put in 1/4 at a time. What I think they did is they would like get a group together of like really good players. They would all pitch in to buy a PCB at home, and then they would just grind the shit out of it together at home. So I'm like, even like those guys. Yeah, I won't learn a game unless it's got save state or what do you call it? Any practice options. Like I remember Eartheon came out with no practice tools. And I just see Jamers everywhere, like, pissed off, because he's like, why the fuck is there no practice of any sort? I'm like, I feel that way. I need save states or a good practice mode. Like, especially because, like, even if you have, like, a okay practice mode, let's say, like, you're in this game, and every time you want to practice the boss, you have to restart the stage, do the entire stage, and then get up to the boss. I can't even do that. I need a save state and somebody else who's already done it. Yeah, not making save states is mean. We're lucky, like, I wanted to learn Akai Katana Shin, like, really bad. Like, that one will probably be a thing soon. Like, I'm probably gonna put up, like, all the cave games I've wanted to learn but just haven't got to yet. And we'll see, like, we'll try to, like, learn a cave game all on stream or something like that. Akai Katana Shin's on there, and that's not an arcade game, that's the console range. So, like, I was like, oh god, please the practice mode be good, please the practice mode be good. It's good. You can only do like start of stage, mid boss, boss, but it's instant restart, and you can like adjust everything. So I'm like, oh, thank God, instant restart, dude. I think one of the cave ports, it like every time you restart, it shows the character select and just automatically goes through. Like if it was Mushi, for example, it would like, oh, Mushi character select, pick Reiko, pick this. And then it would go in every time you tried to restart. I don't remember which port that was. That stuff would drive me up the wall. That's why, like, even when learning DFK, uh, I learned in MAME or like in whatever emulator, and then I do actual runs on the port because I'm like, I need save states to just get exactly where I want. Let's see. This turret is so easy to manipulate, the one on the top right. That I think we just completely ignore the turret and we're only looking at this middle because that middle is going to be different. I think we have all the bosses kind of taken care of once we got a feel here. The hardest part is just that initial bullet right there. After we're done like bombing and whatever, because it could start up like right in our face. So let me just check here. I just need to see, since I don't want to run to flub at the very end, I just need to see exactly when we want to bomb whenever this restarts. This is like really easy dodges, but it's kind of... It gets antsy whenever the cannons are on the same side we're on. I was thinking of just coming up with something, but I don't want to overcomplicate it. I think I'm just going to look at the openings and just go in the openings. God, it's got to be over eventually, right? And we got so much speed, it's easy to adapt. I did see runs die here, so I bet if you're nervous, it could be a problem. Ooh, just one bomb. That's a big deal. I'm using RetroArch. I fucking hate RetroArch. But, Run Ahead is too good. Run Ahead is too powerful. So I use it. Otherwise, I'd be on MAME. Yeah, we're just in RetroArch. I've used it enough to be... I've been mad at it enough times that I'm no longer mad at it. I'm too jaded by it. But it kind of just does everything. Jet is cool. I want to do Jet at some point. This one, so we had... I didn't know what I expected going into this. I thought it would be, like... It's memo and it's fast, but we'll, like, figure it out. But I was shocked to find how goddamn fast all the bullets are. Look at, like, what's, like, some real shit? I bet the carrier. Check out this shit. Yeah, I heard Jet. I think Jin said Jet is hell. 2 is supposed to be really easy, relative to these. But like, look at let's see, are the turrets up here? Look at how fast these turrets are. Let me know if you see them. Like these fuckers right here. These aren't the fastest thing, but like this is just the like random ass turrets have like bullets that quickly on you. I was just looking at a fairy run of Jet. Yeah, I've run out of frustration with RetroArch. I got a good feel for how to make it do what I want to do. And if you care for shaders, I fucking love CRT look. Like if you look back there, we got like a Mister and a CRT setup. We got like a huge ass one. It's not the best CRT, but like considering that I didn't mess with it at all and it just works good, I'm happy with it. So, but like even in here, I would put like CRT shaders in here because CRT shaders are so good now, like really, really good. But uh, you both really want a 4K screen, and they're really ass to record. They're so hard to record. So I just gave up. Whenever I'm on here, we're just getting clean pixels. Yeah, I think though for the most part, I think low latency is like perfectly good for like everything. I was getting annoyed because it's playing SDOJ, and even on the really good MAME fork, the like coffee port one with like low latency and like everything set up and like everything I could do possible for input lag, I still just could not be like run ahead in frame delay. And like SDOJ is like awful for input lag. But I'm thinking of just doing MAME for when I do Dodonpachi, just because it shit just works how it's supposed to. I freak out because like a lot of games, like we played Esperade, got all the way to the final boss, and then the boss would just teleport. Like it's not like oh it lagged a bit and like did a rollback and it just zooted over. But like if you have any frame delay, it's either if you have any frame delay or if you have like GPU sync on it, the all of the bullets will literally like give you one formation and then they change to a completely different seed. That shit was so funny. Oh, I didn't know that. I've always with MAME just done with keyboard for the save states. I haven't just on controller like pop do it, pop do it. Ooh. But but so where we're at right now, we're looking at a few replays. I'm gonna pull this one down so we aren't cluttered with a bunch of them. And we got a better feel for the bosses. We got better strats for that. Starting stage 3, we're gonna just cement a much better strategy for stage 3 because we have general movement patterns, but we want like specific ones. Yeah, not let you on. Oh yeah, the auto fire is a huge selling point for MAME. Like how we have to do auto fire now is I have an auto hotkey script that just says hit X a lot of times whenever you hit P, and I just have it bound so this button's P. It's just a disaster, and I think needing auto hotkey gives a little bit of lag on your shot. But since it's your shot and not your general movement, I don't have an issue to that. Yeah, having like instant save state is such a freaking godsend. We'd just be like, what part do I want to see real quick? You just go straight to it. So let's get exact motions here. I'm trying to see if the way the Zakos are positioned, sometimes on some of these stages, they lead you properly to the spot we want to use. Other times they don't, so we just need to find the exception in that. Like this one, you see the Zakos push you to the right, and it works out for our route because it perfectly plants us in a position to, let's see that again. You see how we're kind of, it worked out perfectly, but we need to see if it'll do that every single time. This is the second boat right here. The thing we have to worry about is this dude, but if you curve around like that, you're perfectly fine. This one doesn't have the micless, or however you call it. This one just has the slave ship. I want to say 2 has ferry and micless. It could just be jet, I'm not sure. This one's a lot limited of a roster compared to the other ones. Whoop. So I want to... Yeah, 2 has it? Yeah, this one just has the option ship. We probably don't need to route that part specifically. We just worry about that one boat from behind because the One thing about this game, you really don't have any room for errors just because of fewer lives. And recovery is so interesting in this game because you're not boned, but you could be. It just depends on where you die. Yeah, if we just sit here and then we move out. Okay, that's fine. So I know Fairy is like the best one in 2. Is Fairy also the best one in 3? I have seen a Beast... is it Beast Wing in Jet? That's like really good. Even though it's slower, like I think the sub shot's good. And then whenever you're in the... Fairy's good in Jet. You happen to know the best not tiny ship in Jet. I think the wiki has some info on that. This is the only game I refuse to use the tiny ones in. Just cause, like, look how cool this ship is. And this ship's, like, no slouch. But, I know, something about the tiny ships bother me. When you have, like, a giant-ass roster. I don't mind the Fairy too much, actually. Like, Fairy I'm actually kind of cool with. Yeah, this was the part we kept dying on by putting this up. Let's get... Where exactly do we need to be at this point? Okay, I need to cement that it's like 1 here, 2 here, and you kill everything here. I watched a scoring replay, and for a split second, I was like, man, I should have learned the scoring strats instead. And then I remembered, like, it looks way harder with you doing that. So I'm like, fuck it, we'll just stick to this. So that was a... Is Ixalan or whatever the one you get upgraded into for, like, the second half of the game? The Raiden ship if the Raiden ship is cool in Jet, I would be on board with that. I thought that ship would be really fun to play in this game, but I saw Chinopolis, who's cleared with like just about every ship, then play the Raiden ship and say it took 20 hours. So that terrifies me for this game. Apparently we discovered a Myclos or something on accident. I think if you're playing for score, what you do on these boats is, I think you destroy all the pieces and then the front. I think that's what you do for score. So we sit here, nothing can hit us. Those die automatically. The only threat here are turrets. So first half of this is fine. We don't have to think about too hard. We only have to worry about this turret here. We're just gonna manage to go here really early because we found we go there late and just get shot by it immediately. So that turret dies. It's 2 here, then 1 middle, then 1 on the left. We just hang out on the left. Maybe we just hang out here till we see 1 there. I think you're supposed to leave these like 2 construction things alive. We need to make sure a dip on the side. Yeah, I get that feeling when you got a huge roster. Like some of them are just gonna be busted and some of them are gonna be ass. Trying to think what the other biggest roster is. I'm thinking like Batrider has a giant-ass roster. I don't know anything about R-Type Final. I think that roster's fucking enormous. I think as long in this section, as long as we don't get BFB'd, and we just kill those long turrets on the side, I think everything is okay. I need to memorize positions of stuff, because I get to this point, and I'm like not too sure where I'm at. Okay, that's the one where we be on the left. So on the part we're kind of uncomfortable with where exactly we want to be positioned, that's when we need to be left side. So we're hanging out bottom so we can instantly kill those boats from directly behind. They kind of shoot pretty early off on you. I think maybe we kill. That's not the movement we're gonna end up going with, just because there's more Zakos than I was expecting. Maybe we kill the turret and then we go. Maybe once that turret of the ship's dead, that's our cue to go here. We'll stick a bomb. Do we get the ferry if we bomb it? We do. So this part right here gives us 4 bombs, as long as we don't kill the ferry. And then I think our goal of this stage is, I just want to see next time we get slave ship. I think you pop a slave and then we get the exact formation we want. I think if you have 9 resources or 7, it'd be like those odd numbers, we get it. I just want... Here I remember, we killed the long turret early by being down here, so after this boat's dead and... Should we kill it there? Because the boats are coming from behind there, it's kind of tight. We probably should. He's pushed us out, we just immediately get over. If we fuck up there, we'll just bomb immediately like that. And this part here, I remember, we want to build ourselves a room like that. You do like a bullet hell cutback. I appreciate that a lot. This stuff is the stuff I wish I had, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'll do something and hopefully other people like that kind of thing. Oh, that'd be tight. Yes, Sengoku. Yeah, good luck on the Sengoku blade 1cc. That shit is not easy. Having a commentary for that one would be really cool. Cause like I can't think of any immediately offhand of like anything on that one, other than just runs people have posted or maybe like STG Weekly. Yeah, what I think is the ultimate, like, in that category of the popular shmup that gets people, like, indoctrinated into it, and then, like, if they want to expand further, then they can. I think that's what the Toho games are doing. Because that just hits such a huge-ass audience that the vast majority of them don't even give a shit about the games. But there's a few that might be curious on it. That's how I got into them. I'm like, yo, look at this crazy Japanese thing. And then you, like, download it and try it. And then eventually there you, like, you end up seeping out to everything else. I think that is the... But next to that, we need, like, damn, 2 screens away from getting it. Man, that sucks right now, but what that means is you have the consistency to make it there. That means if you had any doubt on clearing it, then you're gonna clear it really soon now. So good luck on that shit. Something like not Toho related that would snag people. Like, there's, it gets weird, cause, we need like something that doesn't, like, when people give a shot at something, not to like insta quit or whatever. So like, I remember when like VTubers originally like blew up big, you had like Korone playing like R-Type 1. And like if you're a new shmup player and you don't know about R-Type, how it's like a one life game, and you're just trying to beat it through like most games, you can like all the like Switch games have like save states you can do for games that didn't have them. So like that one, people might jump into. They get checkpoint held at like stage 4 or 6 or 7 or 8, and then just like never do them again. Yeah, it's like that shit filters everybody. It doesn't matter how good you are. Like you have to very specifically go into those knowing what they're about. I was I was terrified to try my first R-Type, and I actually had a really good time with R-Type, but I noticed, but like, I went into it knowing very specifically what it was gonna be. It actually gave me, I actually found out I really like Gradius. I've only played Gradius 2, but I was shocked how much I liked it. But like, if you don't know, you don't know. Hmm. You see Gradius laser hitboxes, they're fucking enormous. It's kind of sick. Yeah, I did Gunbird 1 that was my first Psycho shmup. I just copied the Jamer's route because he just sat on everything and bombed and just deleted the bosses. Yeah, getting it's weird like back then when shit wasn't accessible or people didn't know how to emulate. I played my first shmups when I was like 6 because my dad had one of the earliest versions of MAME on like an ancient ass laptop. So I remember playing like Garaga for the very first time as like a 6-year-old. So that was surreal looking back on it and then like watching a Garaga replay and being like, this is oddly familiar. Yunang's pretty good in that one. Yeah, Jamers is slightly good. Before there was too much content on anything, when there was like jack shit for content, the best thing you could do was like Jamer's closed caption commentary. Or when there were annotations. That shit was invaluable. Like I learned my Escaluda 1 run entirely from just Jamer's caption commentary. That was my first cave game, was the scoring run of Escaluda 1. Luckily, that game's easy enough to survive in comparatively to the harder games, that even playing for score, it's not the worst to not die in. It's still like... it's still playing for score, you're putting yourself at a lot of risk. I Cannon, Zako, it's like those three. So this is 4 bombs, right? That is 4 bombs. I get the points like this where I don't exactly sure where I need to be. That's something you have to gauge with replays, is like how much of what they're doing is dodging. My favorite thing is to go hunting for like ultra hyper consistent like replays that have as little dodging as possible because the route carries everything hardcore. Sometimes you'll find like the god players who they're just good enough at dodging that like sections that you might want to route to make easier, they're just fine with just like you could just bait a bullet and dodge. So like whenever you look at a replay, it's in like one of 3 categories. It's either somebody who's like a normal shmup player who like worked towards a clear and then got that. And when you watch that replay, you'll find pitfalls that might happen or like trouble parts that they might have to get themselves out of. But for the most part, I wouldn't like copy monkey a run like that because it's probably like somebody needing to react a lot. There's the hella good runs, which are gonna be really hard to execute because they're probably like mad scoring runs. So they might have strats on how to deal with sections that like the normal runs won't have, like won't be able to. Like scoring runs of Guwange are way better for survival in certain sections than like a lot of the survival runs I've seen. They have like better strats for that, but for everything else, they're like mad hard. And then there's like constructed survival strats, and I keep trying to find the replays that are like Omega constructed just for survival, no fucking around. Just go in and win one. Mm-hmm. If you don't need the... If, like, you can do a section that the replay is not bombing, then that shit's fucking awesome, because you got extra leeway. You get extra bomb for one that... I've noticed that in a lot of replays, where they do a part that's like, you could do that without bombing, and then later on they have a section that you don't have the room to use a bomb for. But that they do, but is, like, extra hard for you. I run into that situation a lot. So it's like saving a bomb there is pretty sweet. I said avoiding bullets in Sengoku Blade is hard as fuck. I'm yapping. Let me see exactly where we need to be here. They're playing high on screen, so the issue we keep running into... So let's just get to this point right here. So the issue we're running into is if we sit bottom right here to kill these boats, what ends up happening is the Zakos come in, and then we get in this situation where we don't have too much room to go. Yeah, Guwange might be the most unique cave game. I put that, Dangan Feveron, and Pink Sweets in like a... They don't follow the cave formula like that. Yeah, if we sit up here, then they shoot... We have like room to like do Vs. Right after you do the V... We are ignoring the boat, we're just making sure we kill the cannon. But the cannon, we killed before. Guwange is one I'm interested in learning. I didn't learn it because I haven't found like a perfect survival run I care about. But I found a scoring run that kind of has what I want out of a survival run. I thought about if that one pops up and we try learning that one on stream, we'll learn that one, but while taking like the stuff that makes surviving the scoring run good and like apply that for survival. So here's something we need to know. Did that one bomb that we used because we need to pre-plant it on the big plane, is that enough here? It's not. So if we dump it here, we fine. So what we're actually finding out here is whenever we're done with this section, see we gotta... You killed this boat here. We sweep these, then we go to the side. What we're finding out is as we're dealing with this boat right here, if we killed that cannon before, is that one a problem here? It's not. So that bomb also makes it more consistent to kill that. And then what do we have to worry about? We have BFB. We don't have to go here yet. We have to make sure the boat dies first. BFB dies. And then we go kill it. I need to get the... What happened yesterday is we could get through the stage, but I wasn't 100% confident in the route, which causes a lot of problems. I really don't want to go into a stage just hoping that what we do works. We need to be here, so we're gonna... Like, we can always adjust and do shit like that, but that's like not a reproducible thing you want to be doing. Okay, let's remember... What did we want to do for here? This was the one where we time it. Yeah, I actually like watching shmups more than playing shmups sometimes. And by sometimes I mean a lot of the time. I think my time spent watching like random replays versus actually playing these, it might be something like 30 to 1. And I'm like not even joking. I have like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of replays saved. Just to be like, I'll learn that eventually. Making these videos is actually what's getting me to get off my ass and learn a game. Because otherwise I'd just sit there and be like, I wonder what cool run I could find now. What we're gonna do now, since this is like a key stage, we're gonna do a run through on this. We need to see the exact points where we're uncomfortable. So here we're like, okay, we know the movements we kind of want to be doing. We have a good feel for like how to deal with the boats, especially like up here. We're pretty competent at the boats right here. Like here we dip. There's like a bunch of movements you could do on that one. Even if like we do things slightly weird like that, it's perfectly fine. So we have 6 resources right now. If we get another bomb, then you pick up the option. That one we have to remember, wait for 2 ticks. Then as it scrolls to the left, then we move over to here. That's a part where we kept dying before. Was that going over here at a bad time? Now it's 2, then middle, then left. Left a couple times. I always like the music whenever it's on these like enormous ass parts. So we wait for fast bullet. It looks like we don't want 7. I tried picking up the option just to see if it would give us the one we want at 7, but I think it is 9 that we care about. Otherwise, see, we get the Garaga homing options, which would be mad good in this game, but why it's not good is because they take hits, so they die really fucking fast. We want to keep them alive as much as possible. So at this point, maybe we just dip right to left, so we're ready here. Then we remember it's some Zakos here. The Zakos are done. It's the tank here. Zako, then we go here. We're dumping a bomb. That gives us a ferry and a bomb. We want to be here. We always pick up the power-ups, but if we do that, then we have to dodge this for a little bit. So what was our plan here? We kill these, we move here. This was the new thing we added in. By doing this, plus doing the bomb thing earlier, we don't have the cannon to worry about while killing these enemies. We just have to worry about BFB. No, we kill the boat, and then we go there. So it's kill boat, kill BFB. We kill this turret off screen that you could barely see. And then from here we start this section. Let's see if we remember how to do this one. We're trying to sit on these as soon as they appear as much as possible, so we get pushed out. We go back so we can kill them. This one you want to dodge that plane from right to left so you get the most room. This one we get pushed out, but we want to stay here. We want to stay because we kill 2 boats. And then we create a path by going like high up and then going diagonal. Let's just make sure we know how to not die to these turrets up here. Okay, we do want to be shooting the boss right before just because of that. I don't know how to get, how to keep our options alive for this. No, we had homing options, that's why they died. Let's see, this is a good way to see what happens if we don't have any options for the second part here. Because this we found out we could do without a bomb. So here we just sit middle. Everything's easy, there's just one shot that we dip. Okay, we don't need the options. I don't know how relevant the options are for the speed kills. Here, one sec. So I think that stage was a lot more. Let's run it through one more time, then we'll look at the other ones, get like that was way more cemented. Unfortunately, we're at the point in the practice where we've learned all the big general things, and we've done a few runs to find like the hard parts, but now we have to like make sure everything's good. Because our point in runs right now, we're dying in like annoying spots. Just want to cut any potential problems out. You know your routing's perfect when you can like count the amount of dangerous sections per run. Because you see shit like that. Let's carve a better way to do that. Because I think they do that. I think what they just did there was, I think they just paid attention to the two Zakos that you're not actually going to be able to kill. So this is where that kind of happens. If we just pay attention to the Zakos, that's the only thing that shoots, because these cannons don't shoot yet. And then we can sweep everything. Oh, we could tighten that more, but that one's probably fine. We haven't died at that part right there. And we move down there. That's a good time for it. I think you want the trace options, which you set up later on this stage, just to deal with, like, them following behind you means as you move back, they could block a shot that could potentially kill you. It's kind of annoying to set up, though. I think we just don't care if we accidentally pick up one of the options right there. I think that's probably perfectly fine. Just because, shit's so fast that we don't want to second guess, like, dodging out of the way of the cannon shots at the very top. We don't really have to think on this one too hard. It's really the one after this that we have to think about. We have to worry about being in the right spot for when we get the Zako wave plus everything else. So once these are happening, we get to here so we can bomb there. As long as we remember that, this should go cleanly. It's these Zakos, it's the turret here, last Zako, then we go. If this is blinking red, let's test now if we could kill it. We can, so that's like an extra bomb save. We don't want the Garaga options, but we'll pay more attention to that in a real run. We kill two, we go left. If we sweep like this, then we should be good. Make sure BFB dies. And I think it was kill one here. Then we move over here to kill off-screen one. You hear the explosion, the off-screen turret that's annoying is dead. Kill Zakos, kill one's here. We're getting ready as we get pushed to the left to jump back here immediately. We get pushed off, we get to this side immediately, so we could do the dodge here. And then we need to get back fast so we seal the turrets. This one we go all in one stroke, and then we wait for the boats. We get to here immediately so we can stream everything at once, and that makes that hard section really easy. How do we not die to turrets here? I don't know if we need to route this part, or if we just make sure that we're always tapping. We want to be shooting the very start of that boss just to prevent the turrets from the back from living and being a problem. What we're gonna do after this, since we put a lot of time on here, we need to put a lot of time here and on stage 6. Since those are the 2 danger points. There's just middle back. Shit's dead. What up, Metal Wolf? So now we're gonna see to what extent we actually have to... I think our routing on the next 2 stages is actually good. But this was like the route that we have already, because we put like a bit of time on these ones. It's the starting bit that we have to remember exactly where to start. As long as we remember to be on the left there for the big enemy, I can't shoot at all, it makes that much nicer. Here we just have to remember to be tapping to the side. Because if we have 2 options and we're shooting straight at the boat, then we kill the turret on the back, but otherwise the turret lives. Or the turret in the middle, whatever. This was, I think we literally just do this. And we just get enough coverage. It's sit here, we sit in the middle of these 2 pairs. If we want a free bomb... that's not good, or is fine. That's actually really bad, so if that happens, we dump a bomb. Let's route that part right after. Let's check if the new strat for the tank is good enough. We killed these 3. We killed this one. We sit in the bottom, which is killing this, which activates these tanks. We kill the tanks just fine. And now we're just baiting the shots till this gets destroyed. No, we bomb as soon as the turrets come in, along with that pattern as well. And at that point, it was sit in the middle. Let's just check the boss strat again. We kill these 2. We dip off the sides. We gotta remember, it's 1 shot, so tank cannon shoots once. Tank cannon shoots twice, we bomb. On second tank cannon, that's when we shoot. And then they macroed that whole thing. I have to remember, this is the other replay we were looking at. So bait 1 tank cannon, bait 2, we bomb. We get ready to macro entirely to one side because it kills this turret. If we remember that kills the turret, then that makes things cleaner. We have to worry that bullet would have killed us if the Zako didn't block it. So bait 1 shot. Bait 2nd shot, bomb. As soon as it shoots, we dip off to the side and kill this turret. We get to the middle where we're completely safe and then we're good. So now the only other part we're scared of is probably starting from here. We gotta worry about these. Should we memorize an order? Probably not, because we have to sweep by all the Zakos anyway. Maybe we kill them just because the napalm AoE is so big. I'm not sure which direction we want to bait these, because at this point, we want to be here. We have to make sure all those turrets die and we're in a position on the right, so we speed kill that plane without being an issue. So let's go this direction again. We need to get this movement down. We need to figure out how we get past the Zako waves. So maybe we get really comfy with when this first Zako wave dies. If this shoots at all, the dodge is way too scary to do. It's not the worst thing, but it's something that we absolutely don't want to be doing as a requirement for the route. We need to go back. That's too close in that section starting. If we focus on the big enemies, it might just AoE all the Zakos, so we just memorize the big enemies. This is a better spot to state for that. Picking up the options are being a real problem in this section. So we have to be real careful about that, specifically right here. We should probably in a real run bomb at that point right there. If we end up needing it. Because that dodge is too uncomfortable to have to do. Alright, we'll just check this boss that we're doing it properly again. We'll do one run through the stage, we'll check the next stage. Make sure that that's clean going. Alright, we kill the middle, which spawns these tanks. We bait 2 shots. So there's first shot. Here's second shot, we dump bomb. Now, as soon as these bullets come out, we macro, kill the turret. We're back here. Because we're in the middle, we can't be hit. This tank can't actually hit us, so we're fine. Alright, we do one run through of that. Alright, where is it at? All my states are messed up, so we only have one in the middle, that's fine. Let's check the train stage. This one I don't think is an issue. What we did end up having, we miscounted the trains at one point. So before big enemies happen, we have this one train on the left. Then this big one occurs. We also died on the next section at one point, but we also were powered down by then. And we weren't sitting right here. We're sitting right here to kill this turret up here. So that when we hang out here, you see all of its shots whiff the other way, even though it was still able to shoot. The scary thing here are these planes that shoot like straight down shots. That's the main issue right now. Here we macro everything because it can't live long enough. This section, we might just have to do manual, like, dodging on the turrets and the Zakos, because it's too, it's not the worst if we're just tapping like this. Let's see if we can remember the new strat we came up with. So we wait for... We have like a huge amount of Zakos, but the ones we actually care about are when it's the V formation with the red one in the middle. This one right here. It pops in, we bomb. We dodge a 3 spread. We wait, we bomb. And it's dead. That's a strat we're gonna use. It's the same 2 bomb, but it's way more consistent. Here, 1 sec. But those 2 seem not bad at all. Like, those were the scary ones when we were looking at them yesterday. This is the real terrifying stage, but I think once we get competent in it, it'll be fine. We're gonna do a run through right now to see exactly what we remember. See, these are the... Let's just get the exact movement at the very start, because I'm just kind of flowing with killing the Zakos, and stupid shit could happen when you do that. They're just starting one direction, going the other direction. It's perfectly fine. That's all we have to do, really. And that's... What happens if this lives and we don't kill it fast? Doesn't matter. The shots it shoots aren't a deal at all. These ones are the actual problems here. Because they're aimed, we just have to make sure we're dipping on a side each time. We probably don't need memo on that one yet. We have to see how much we could remember on this. I think, as watching the other replays, what we need to do is we need to snipe a specific turret. This one. I want that one dead. But like right long turrets on both sides are a problem. I don't think we killed the one on the left there, which could be a thing. But this one, you sit on the turrets and they activate. So we have control over when we want to kill those. And then it was huddle left. We're going to tap to the side as soon as we get pushed out. I'm going to kill one turret, kill this enemy. Now we could kill these just fine. This one's fine even if we have to delay like that, because it's already in line with the Zakos we want to kill right there. This was the part I was unfamiliar about. I think you just hug right like as we did there. This leads us to this first turret. Then we go left. Then these turrets activate. Then we go left because there's big enemy. Those don't activate. I'm not sure where we need to be at this point right here. We'll peep the replay real quick to see where exactly we want to start here. I think we tap left and then you end up on that. I think that's what we discovered yesterday. This one, we're just going to stick to a movement like that. Basically staying in the middle as long as we can. Here we want to stick top right. Let's go back to there. Here was when we dipped here. Then we killed the turrets. And we stayed here. We're going to be up a little bit so we're doing more damage on him. See, we kill it before it can shoot, unlike last time. That positions us to kill these. Then we start right to left. We should be not moving there just so it works out. So we end up there for the turret automatically. Here's the part I'm not too sure about. Maybe we just hug. No. Luckily, what I've noticed is we've not been, like, sniped by... That one's not far left. We have so much control over the screen that if we're holding hard left, we're not hitting, hitting this up here. I'm gonna put a state right after... Right after these guys. Once we get the line, that's when we full commit to a side, and we'll kill him regardless. Alright, here's what we actually care about. So Zakos go down, turrets go down. Okay, that's what we do. We just sit here, so it kills all the Zakos, kills the turrets. And we're in line for the plane. Dealing with the plane alone is really easy. From here on out... This is the part I worry about. There's a turret, like, right under us right now. I don't think it shoots at this point in time. So it didn't shoot there. It shoots now. Okay. Is this safe to do? I think it is. We'll test that one more time. And then otherwise, this stage is gonna need less work than I thought. We have to remember this ship, though. We have to remember to sit there, because this shit happens. The one weakness of this ship is we do not have a... If we hit something, we have a ton of coverage, but if we can't hit something, then we don't have a side shot. That's the one we have to worry about. If we sit on this turret right here, do we seal it? Let me do that one more time. We're just double checking that that will work because the bullet still came out, but it was at an angle where it didn't hit us. Okay, that works. That we don't want to be doing. We might want to be doing that here, but if we do that, it go, yo, what up, Jin? So far, we're cementing more stuff. We have better boss killing strategies. We figured out the fairy thing you were saying yesterday to get like double fairies on the third stage. We made third stage a bit cleaner. We're going through this one just so we remember what to do exactly on everything. We have better boss killing strats for everything, except for this one. This one, it's still just the whole... We're just dumping three whole ass bombs on it. This one isn't a run just yet. We really want to start this pattern in the middle, so we're doing as much as possible, and then that's enough to... should make it go down. Let me do that boss one more time. That was awkward. This is the boss we have to bomb right away. Then wait a sec, then bomb. That's what we want to do. We want to be point blanking a little bit because it does a bit extra. Let's see how much on a first go around. We haven't practiced this stage yet. Let's see how much we can remember. The nice thing about this stage is anytime there's these like bubble turrets, we're just focused on those pretty much. Those are just the priority over everything, so it's really easy to route. This one we wanted to stay here, and we wanted to stay here. We need this part really good, since this is probably the most dangerous part of the stage. I did see a strat where we did something like this. That we do have to dodge, but it's also like it's not a make or break it type of strat, where it works or doesn't. See, something like that can happen because our ship's so fast. And we don't have the ability in this game to like tap to go slower with the diagonal. If we do something like this, we're only needing to dodge one bullet here. We just dodge those initial ones. I don't know if I like this though. This movement's like a bit like reliant on you doing it right. That could be not bad if we just have to sidestep those two right there. No, we don't want to be doing... I was thinking we could go like left to right and maybe stream that easier. That's a problem because these double shots from this turret are a problem. See, we're getting like so many inconsistent results by doing this. What if we like go the entire other way around? What if we like hard macro like fucking everything? Ooh, I like this more. That feels a lot more proper. So we'll just start up here. All of these shots get macroed. We kill pretty much all the Zakos. If we do something like that, we still can get through. What if we do that on the same side? Then that's the strat we were doing before. That's weird. Nah, that's... We just want to be doing this. Let's do that one more time, then we'll move on. I like that more just for sanity. So here is the mid-boss. I keep looking at the replays. They do the same thing we did, even showing up late. And still, like, killing it fine. So I'm not sure what's going on with this one. I think it has to do these two front cannons they're shooting. I don't know if those trigger something. But if we get there fast, we're fine. What was next that we want to worry about? This is the triple turrets. I think we wanted to end the turrets on the right. You see this big plane coming in here. So we wanted to stream the other way, so that we kill this plane before it shoots all this stuff. Alright, what was this part? This was just nothing. These, luckily, they're easy even if we get to them late. I did see them do this without a bomb. I saw a replay. Nah, we're gonna do a bomb there. Just to make that nice and easy. We have that extra bomb too. We're like, saved one earlier and the... What if... Alright, what if we go slow? Because before we were just bombing and then killing everything in one go. What if... we macro like that? This could be a really easy way to save a bomb, because you need you need a few bombs on the last one. This is not a hard dodge at all. I think we're gonna stick to this strat. And then without picking up the options. At what point, where are we at here? I think this is towards the end, I want to say. This shot type would be fucking awesome if they didn't have HP. We can honestly do this section off vibes, and if it goes wrong, we just bomb. I think that's a thing we could do. Alright, what did we want here? We're gonna see, without options, can we kill this turret and get in a good position here? We only need to be here for a sec. Man, that shot immediately. I didn't realize this could shoot, like, right off rip. If we have the extra bomb at that point. See, why did it shoot like that? I guess we just pay attention to... What if we kill the first stop shooting? Will it shoot twice if we can shoot this, not shoot? It will shoot twice, so we need to be shooting the whole time. But by shooting, this part gets harder. If we're just fast on it. But this has a option. That one, I think we just gotta do good. Okay, let's see if we could do one run through of this stage, doing it properly. Then we'll see if we could do a run. We want to go slow here. At the very beginning, when these missiles come in, that's our cue to do this. Just easy strat. Yeah, see, look at that. That's super consistent. Compared to the other one where we gotta dodge. What happens if we don't bomb here? That one's fine not bombing too. So if we have spare bombs, we could bomb there, do like what we're doing before. Otherwise, it's fine. So, ideally, this shit just works. I don't know how much the options influence that, which is a bit of a worry. Here's the triple turrets. We have to make sure to start those here so we get here right away. If we're in the middle of that, then we're completely safe, so that's good to know. Then this was the one we were going to try without bombing. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Even with the lower damage we had at this point in time, that was completely fine. And we could always use the bomb we were planning to use on that section, but use it there. Yeah, we're just gonna do a bomb on that section. Let's get over back to that. So if we kill all the tanks, then the only thing here are those Zakos. We want to see... If we bomb right side, kill left side, then there's no tanks that can hit us. It's literally just these Zakos. And then we see all these can't do anything. When do you come in? Maybe we bomb this side, go other side? Nah, because the enemies are going that side. We won't block all the shots with our bomb. Do something like that. So as long as we just remember, we're just looking to hunt the tanks. We hunt the tanks, everything's dead. Just remember the tanks on that section. Let's see if we do one run through the boss. I'm not picking up a second option. I need to see how the damage is with the very first section is without one. We just have no option now. So usually we'd grab them right now, but here... Man, we just... Man... Like, ideally we could just bomb these two turrets. If we have spare bomb, then we just bomb the turrets. This just starting bit is just so scary. Maybe we let it shoot once, but then the turret gets like 3 shots off that we have to dodge, opposed to the 1. The issue is the visibility. We have no idea where the middle is gonna shoot. Alright, here's the plan. We just bait the shot downwards, and then we move. So we're always gonna have it be static, baited downward. And then we adapt to where the middle is shooting, and we'll move out of the way and go there. Here's the bomb where we get rid of the turrets. Okay, if it's low, then we need to be moving high up. God, fucking... Nice! What if we shoot the middle? Do we collat? No, we don't. We have to kill the turrets no matter what. We're gonna be hugging the diagonals for the dodges. The middle's too scary with the missiles. If we do a later bomb there, if this opens up close, then that's fine. This is like a really long timeout, but making the next phase not have much health is going to be worth. After this one, we're gonna try a real run. I would just kill this if it would just push the next phase, but since timing it out reduces the HP, that's like a bigger deal. So is one bomb enough? One is technically enough. Alright, let me just make sure I know how to do all the bosses real quick. So we're just gonna quick get our strat for the bosses that actually matter. So we're on the boat. This was a no-bomb one. So this pops. We just sit middle, dodge. The boat is the one where we sit middle, dodge, we let it time out. The plane is really easy. We just bomb, dodge one, bomb. It's dead. Where is the tank? We bait 2 shots on the tank. We bomb. As soon as it shoots, we macro kill turret. Come back. It's dead. What else do we need to see? This boss is just bombed 3 times. We dump 2, that's enough for the phase. That was wrong. Maybe the damage from the bomb is enough though. What you actually want to do to avoid dodging that last one. 2 bomb. We're lucky we got fast ship. I don't know what that's like on the other ships. Okay, we keep running into that, and I just want to ignore it, but we can't. We need this timing absolutely perfect. We just bomb later, and then we're fine. Let me do that one more time, then we're gonna start a whole run. Immediate. We bait. This one didn't get much damage, so this is a good way to test if this bomb is fine enough. That bomb is not fine enough. We need to go even later. 2 bomb immediately. I'm gonna stop shooting for a sec so it just does less. At what point do we bomb? We can sit in the middle and then bomb once bullets come out. Because once the bullets come out, the initial ones are dodged in the middle. So we could just use that as our marker. So we hang out middle. Bullets come out, we bomb. Then it dies. We'll use that. Alright, we're gonna go for a real run. I think we want to be holding left to get the order we want. So we hold left as we put credit in and start. And then to get the ship we want, we go chase or hold down and go. Get Judge Spear. This one you get a fat clear bonus on that you don't get on the other version that already has the ships unlocked. Because the other ships are unlocked, the other one has a second loop. This one doesn't have a second loop at all. So you only get the clear bonus at end of second loop. Did we mess up there? I already forgot which power up. We got an L, but you want to pick up an M and an L. We actually get so little fairies than I was imagining. Like, I figured there'd be a ton of them on all the stages. They really, like, front load a lot of the fairies. We want all M's. We need to get... M is like the core source of all of our damage, so you get that up hella fast. I actually found something out. It really is as easy as that to get all those fairies. You just rub all over the plane, and then all of those pop out. What if we don't bomb this boss? Like, how hard is this attack to do not bombing? That one's fine not to do. To inject, there's a ton. I got that feeling just looking at replays that, like, those games have, like, so much more secrets per, like, second of gameplay than this one. I'm like, the stuff you do for score in that game's crazy, like, triggering things so fast. This one seems a lot lighter compared to those. Alright, this was the ladder. We didn't look at these stages today just because we haven't found we get clipped by any of those yesterday in the runs. They seem relatively straightforward. Killing the fairy's fine because we still get the bomb drop. This was the bomb point, I think, that we were supposed to do. We leave all the slaves up here because every time you let one drift off screen, the next one will have more HP. So we let those go off. I always forget if we need to bomb this tank or not. We're gonna find out really fast. I just need to remember what pattern it does. We ended up not doing the, like, the safe spawning strat for it at the top. So it fires, we bait one. Now it pretty much goes down. That's what we decided to do. We just decided to go off and dodge this because the dodge is fairly easy. And this option's gonna die somewhere at the start of the stage anyway. There's another bomb save. I don't know if there's a maximum amount of bombs. I forgot if we figured that out or not. But let's see if all that shit earlier, if we have a hole in what we practiced at all. It's really just contingent on if we hit the BFBs or not. This left options could die like any moment, so we just pick up the second one there. How many stock we have? If we get one more bomb... Yeah, see there, it died. If we get one more bomb, that's the exact time we want to be overcapping on the options so we get the better formation, which I think is better for survival since it blocks shots better just by being you retreat back and it blocks shots in front of you. And we're gonna be super early here just so we get way ahead of this boat before it can shoot. I think it was to the middle then left. Let's see if we could get the formation out. Oh, that one flew off. Next one we get should be good. I think we have 9 total, which is what we want. Get the BFB no matter what. That's like #1 problem. My routing for this part is still terrible, but... Okay, we want to start right to left, I think, just because we want to end this section right here, so that when we bomb, it's damaging that one over there. I want to pick up this. Oh, we got the wrong formation. That's not the best. See, there's first fairy. Here's second fairy. Yeah, that's really annoying about the options. I don't know how to fix them, actually. They're actually, like, pretty damn good for coverage. BFB, forgot about you. Right after we kill this bow, we kill you off screen. We gotta be careful. We missed the BFB. That was the actual thing we needed to be looking for. So we had to move around just to make sure it wouldn't shoot us as we went left. Get pushed off here. We get back. That wasn't the exact dodge I wanted to do, but it worked fine. I need you, so our options are the right formation. These boats come in. We want to start here. We build ourselves so much room. And now we're on the right formation. We have to not go for these power-ups at all because the turrets here are too problematic. We have to shoot the boss even though we don't plan on killing phase 1. Just because we kill the turrets in the back. Okay, now we have right formation. We're not getting them killed, so that's cool. We just have to do this dodge one more time. And then the strat we're doing doesn't use a bomb here, so we have tons of bombs for next parts. So this stage is going way cleaner than we had yesterday. Here we stay middle. We could have died. That could have been problematic. Alright, we should get trained first here. Yeah. We just have to be super hyper aware of these Zakos that shoot straight down. Just make sure we don't run past them. Right after this train dies and everything, these Zakos, we just don't want to be directly under or sweeping by them. I don't know why I picked up that option. We need to let those pass, so whenever we replenish our options, we'll replenish with one option still in formation, and then it'll work. I might have fucked up here. I think we got saved by our option ship. I fucked up the positioning, so I baited it right on us. Now we lost the formation. Wait here until we can macro all of these, and then by the time we're here, it dies. We didn't have our options, so I wasn't sure how the damage was, so I moved kind of funky. I probably should just let this option go, so we could just get more HP on the next one, because otherwise they're just gonna keep dying and everything. That's risky to go pick up. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to pick that one up or not. There are a ton of Zakos here before we actually start. The only one we have to worry about when it starts is the one where we got a V with the red ship in the middle. Red power-up carrier specifically. Let's just make sure we don't do any stupid shit on the Zakos. Alright, here it is. One bomb. We dodge one triple spread. I got scared. I used an extra bomb. I think I haven't thought about verbalizing it, but I've noticed through streaming that verbalizing the route helps me. Like, you build a mnemonic. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Like, you associate what you need to do with, like, what you're supposed to say there. So the upside is that lets you associate a section like that. The downside is you're thinking about you're thinking too much and not thinking about like not dying in the moment. That's like a thing. This was I wasn't entirely confident. We need to kill a certain Zako wave really fast and then move up. So we kill you too fast. Right after this wave is dead, we go. I was freaking out a bit there. We want to be on this plane right away. Good, we got it. Okay, the bomb is relative to the turrets. This route's not perfect. Alright, we have to remember this. These turrets are coming up late. Is that a... Alright, we kill the middle. That spawns a turret, these tanks. We bait one. We bait two. We bomb. As soon as it shoots, we dive. We get in the middle, we're safe. We're even safe to tank. We don't want to pick up that option. We want to go off stream. Now we're on the... Fuck. We gotta not mess up the this stage. That's good to know that we pretty much have those stages down better than I thought we did. This one and the last stage are gonna be what we need to focus on if this run dies. I'll try to shut up on parts that are specifically dangerous so I don't, like, be yapping through something, kill the run. We are just waiting for, as soon as we see the big ship, we need to get ready to kill some of the turrets we don't particularly like. We didn't get the long one. That one scares me, so we gotta be careful with our movement. First, we want to unveil you. Then to make the next section easier, we kill that one. And by the time these come up, it's fine. I don't want to drag the screen too far to the right. I don't know if we could get hit by like a stray turret. Alright, we're gonna get pushed off. And it'll line us up. We kill one turret, we kill this big one. We just go left just so it's slightly easier to dodge these. What do we need to be doing here? We needed to hold hard here, I think. We need to be ready for turret on here. I thought I muted Discord, sorry. Big enemy, please die. We almost died. We got some of these turrets before they went. We need to be pushed here to the left so we can be on top of this turret as it spawns right now. Now we're just watching that right turret to make sure it doesn't cause problems. Okay, that's not gonna come up till later. We wanted to be in the middle until the long section starts, and then we'll just commit to one movement. We wanted to be in the middle here. Kill turrets, now we kill the big one. We are absolutely terrified right now of a specific long... Okay, we got it. It didn't have much health, so that was fine. Oh, that was scary. There's like some turrets we didn't kill earlier that are really terrifying. Specifically that one. Ah, I should have died. Oh my god, this fucking stage. We're doing the safety shit. Sweep by everything. That turret is alive. We wait here for a big plane. I'm glad I remembered that. I wasn't sure for a second. We are bombing if anything is weird because we have so many right now. Okay, what is alive? The 2-pixel turret. It's got 2 pixels on screen. What did we need to do here? Double bomb immediately. Dude, I couldn't remember what it did. I literally could just not remember what it did at all. Yo, what up, Maris? We are... This game's a lot scarier than I thought it was. But we're getting there. We're at a point where like 1 through 5 is good. 6, all we have to do is clean up a little bit of things we're a little spooked of. We're on the final stage though, on the first run. I forgot to put that we're doing runs now on the timer, I guess. Here we need to... This is a bit scary because we have to recover. Recovery's not the most straightforward thing, but it's... At the start here, it's probably fine. Will the strat... We need M's, like, for this section specifically, because we're doing this strat now. Will this strat work now that we're down on power? Or will it be fine? We're also down on bombs. I don't know how many bombs we get on this stage. So we're gonna end up not using the bomb here. Oh, I didn't even see that bullet. Ah, that's the run. Oh, whoops. I didn't hit reset. I hit quit instead of reset. Let me fix that. It like went off other screen. Yeah, the bullets, they're like a... Alright, are we back? The bullets are not... The bullets are what people think Psycho bullets are. In this game. They're pretty spooky. They're like Alright, when is it coming back, please? Alright, what did we fuck up? We literally did everything right. We just forgot what the level 6 boss did. Because I remembered we had to wait a time and then bomb, but I did that during the section we were supposed to be dodging during. Yeah, what? Like, it's the same thing where we just have to know what we're doing all the time. We can't, like, not know what we're doing. What was the part we died on? That was the part that we usually plan a bomb for, but because we didn't have bombs, I thought we could do it without them, but because our firepower was also lower, that meant we couldn't kill the tank before the turrets on back could float in time. So that was the big problem with what we tried there. So what we might do for this one is if we get in a recovery situation like that, we might still use the bombs on the same pace as if we didn't have them. Just because, we might get in a situation and chain die like that. Like, it's fine if we get to the, like, final boss and then we dump all of our bombs on him. Like, we're okay doing that. But if we do what we did, then we're risking, like, dumping the entire run, which could be a problem. But for the most part, all the stages up till 6, we had a good feeling of. How do we actually activate this? There it is. Unfortunately, in these ones, there's absolutely no scoring extends in, like, all the games. So we don't really care for that for our purposes. We're gonna do the same thing here. We usually bomb the last one, but we just want to carry spare bombs into the actually hard parts, so we always have a panic option. So we don't run out of them later. Like this one here, I think this dodge is fine. Like, we could absolutely do just one there. We need to be off the side. It's so easy to pick up that ship there. At this point, we just want max out the L's. I think we need one more L and then we're fully powered up. The recovery is what actually scares me in this game. Just because you're probably going to end up using a bomb to help yourself recover in whatever section in the end game. So you're not going to have the planned bombs for the strats we wanted to do. Let's see if we actually get the ferry here. No, maybe you have to quick shot all of them, so that's already a bomb we might not have. We did a couple panic bombs that we otherwise didn't need before. That's probably fine. Yeah, that was the last one for L. Let's just see if we could live here. I just want to save a bomb since last run we had an extra bomb up by this point. Here we're fine in the middle. This boss we're also going to dodge just to save a bomb. Ah, I can't believe we died on the stage 6 boss. I literally just forgot what it did. I'm trying to remember now. It's 2-bomb immediately for the stage 6 boss. It's 2-bomb immediately. It's dip off to the side. Then it's... What is it? I can't remember now what the boss does. It's dip off to the side. Oh, and then it's dodging in the middle. That's where you're swaying back and forth. This game's giving me Psycho Syndrome, where I can't remember what any of the bosses do before I see their pattern. But with the speed of these bullets, we have to know where we want to be positioned beforehand. Ah, I forgot to mark that we're doing runs 2 on there. I really want to see at some point the... I'm stoked to look at, like, Raiden Fighters 2, see what the bullet speeds are in that game. I'm like, the ones here are fucking crazy. We want to kill B... Where's the BFB we have to worry about? There it is. That one hit us in a run before. I think we might need to pick up that option at this point in time, because this one's gonna die really fast. I might have done that late. No, as long as we just play that fine and just deal with the Zako shots, that's the actual thing to be paying attention to. And that's perfectly good. Alright, stay in middle. We gotta wait for 2 ticks. Now, if we start left, go right, we'll end up here, which is where we want to be to comfortably get on top of this. Now it's moved enough. We could kill this boat before it could shoot. I think there's 1 left. I think there's 2 left. No, there's 3. I wonder if that's a timing thing based on how we killed the boat, or if we're just killing those before fast. Alright, wait for the shots. Did we get a bomb off that one? We are sitting on top of it, so we probably picked it up ASAP. Here we just have to make sure that BFBs die. That's all we care about. We had to move around that one because we got to it late. Alright, next section we're going to want to start on the right-ish. As soon as the Zako's flood in, we just need to be on the left side. So we damage both the turret and kill that big enemy. So what was it? Zako, 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 boat. Zako, then we go. Because we damaged it, I think we can kill the turret without a bomb here. So we'll have like an absurd amount of bombs with the double fairies. Okay, we got the right formation. I didn't count it all, I just hoped it was right. Ah shit, what was this? This was kill 2, go left. Then we're gonna make a V. This just gives us room. I kind of messed that up a bit. So before we go on the side, there's a fucking BFB. Because we killed the turret earlier, now we just wait for 1 BFB here and then we move. I think it's here. It's not there. Alright, let's sit here. We need to kill this off-screen turret. We had to move fast because that one from behind was going to be an issue. That one almost shot me. We could have lost it there. Now that we're pushed, we do that. We get back immediately. Diagonal dodge is free. That could have been bad. I think I needed to stay longer. Now we deal with the boats. We get here fast, so we have so much room to craft ourselves this movement. Makes that super easy. We need to not get sniped by a turret. These are some of the scariest ones. We still shoot the boss just to kill the option or the turrets in the back. How many options do we have? We just have 1. I'm gonna grab that snake. We need the... I floated off screen. I don't want to lose the formation. We dodged diagonally. That was particularly scary. I think it blows here, and then we just get middle. We dodged the one in the middle, but luckily we did enough early. Okay, at least that one we're not having problems with. And we're getting the right order now. I don't think we ran into any issues here. We almost died to a tank before. We have to be careful. We have the good formation, though. That'll make it so if we fuck up somewhere, we're fine. We gotta... Alright, we went here late. This might shoot. Luckily, since we have two options now, we can let these go. We're building up HP. We need to bait this one on this side. That was so bad. I'm just bombing here. I wasn't sure if we did enough damage, so it would be baited to the wrong side. I'm still not 100% sure how that works. It's only working when it goes especially wrong, just because it can only get one shot off. Now we're gonna do a plan bomb here as soon as we get a big plane. Almost didn't kill the big one in time. That was a worry. I want to pick up that bomb, but it's kind of dicey right here with the Zakos. Now we just get floods of Zakos. Just make sure not to do stupid shit on the red striped ones. Those are the problem. Because if we move forward and then go back, we run into those vertical shots really easily. They don't get baited like the aimed ones. Alright, we're waiting for final wave, which is this one. Now one bomb. Dodge a three-way. That's not good. Please die. I had to spend an extra bomb. I'm not sure how our bomb routing is. I think our bomb routing is really bad. We need 3... Well, I guess technically we do the stage 6 boss with 2 bombs. But, yeah, we weren't here early, which means we have to bomb there. Because that dodge, like, you could do that dodge, but it's too, like... It's not a safe one. So while this is going okay, because the recovery is hard and the bombs are waning, we're kind of in a pickle right now. There goes the option. I needed that. We need to be in the middle of both. God damn it. I thought it died. This could be reset just because of this enemy. We need more M's. So now our damage is like excruciatingly bad right now for this boss. And we're not... I don't know if we could recover, but we do have we need to kill this right away. We need to kill these two. We bait one side, we bait another, we bomb. Oh, I did that wrong. We had to be on the right side, but I was on the left side. So that was like horrible, but we dodged through it. That was like a hope dodge. That wasn't like a reproducible one. So we technically can't... I don't think we use a bomb on this stage outside of the bosses. So if we play really good, it's not the worst thing, but it's pretty bad. Like really bad, because there's some sections we need on the next stage that like absolutely require a bomb. Like, we can't fuck around with it. We want these lasers, but we don't have time. There they are. Now I could just camp here. Do we get bomb drops on this stage? I can't think of one. Luckily, our... we didn't kill the long turret. on the left. That's a problem. And we have to worry about the long turret on the far left. We have to move in a way that that one can't accidentally kill us in some weird way. Alright, we just hug left. Luckily, most of this we do normal. We're gonna get pushed off into here. Ah, that was so bad. I forgot what the order of operations was, so we had to do some dodges. I'm gonna avoid that side as much as I can, because there's a long turret there. We're just gonna try playing hella safe. So we kill some enemies, then it's these two. Then we need to be here up and fast. Okay, we got the kill even with just the one option. There's a bomb, we need that. And I'm just gonna grab that even though it's low HP. We need to kill this turret. From this point on, it's this part. We just stay middle until we get the long section, and then we should be fine. Alright, we kill all the turrets first. We should have died there. I wasn't ready for a turret shot. Here's the sketchy bit, because there's a long turret that's still alive. Oh, I didn't kill this one, and we got the long turret, but the AoE from our napalm actually killed that turret. That was a huge boon. This turret right below us is a huge, huge problem. So we're gonna move in a way where we don't die to it. And I took a huge risk there to try to take out some of the problematic turrets. There's one here. This one we could wait for, it'll come back up. We sit left here because there's a big one. That's a bomb. Okay, we are somewhat recovered. It depends entirely how this goes, which is terrifying. Okay, 2 bomb immediately. Really lucky. We timed it too. We want that. No, we want that to float off. Whatever. Oh, we have to pick and choose where we use this bomb. That's not good. It's a good thing we came up with the not bomb strat for the start. So, we bomb the tanks. I think we're just gonna do what we can. I'm just gonna shut up here because it's super volatile at this point. Here's the part where we want to probably bomb. Just for, like, ultimate safety. Even though we now have no bombs because, I don't know. We're just gonna leave power-ups, too, just in case things go wrong. This is good. We'll kill this perfectly fine. I dipped off to the side because I knew that shit was gonna happen. I don't know what determines whether or not that dies or not. We have to end these on the right. Well, that is so good. We need that so badly, man. I got scared. I thought that explosion debris was a bullet, and I got terrified to move. That shit was so terrifying. They were the same color. It's a good thing we did the no bomb strat for this, except we might have to do it anyway. Because we didn't kill this turret in time, so it was still blasting us. Which means we have to do the rest really well. This is gonna either be just enough or be trash. We're focused on the tanks. Oh my god. The problem is if we die, our power is gonna be horrific. God, I need to stop. Woo! Help! Help! We had I haven't tried that without bomb before. So fucking scary, man. Yes! We got it. 7 hours. Oh! Just barely. We had to do. That is not a consistent. Thanks for the GG. That is not the consistent route you want to be doing. But, that's how we recovered a shitty run. Oh, God. We beat it faster than Gunbird 2 first loop, which I was surprised by. Oh, man. So if we want to improve that, we would need to, like, stage 6, get a lot cleaner. We'd have to look at every place where we bombed there, and just make sure we know exactly what we're doing on those parts, because there's a lot of bombs we did that we are particularly scared of not having enough damage in time. So if we're at a point where we absolutely know what will happen no matter what, then those parts will be less scary. We'll have more bombs for the actual parts. Because at the end there, we only got by because I got some really lucky movements on the last stage. But, wow. Man, what if the slave ship is like 100 times easier? I know it's 100 times better, but like, this ship's supposed to be pretty damn good too. Oh, I get to stop the timer then. Oh, thanks for sticking with me. Especially through the earlier. I wasn't sure if we were gonna do all the earlier part of this stream today because like save state grinding is really boring to watch. I love doing it. It's my favorite. Just like lab monstering out any inconsistency. I wasn't sure if that'd be good to watch though, but I think it's cool having the entire thing now on stream. If I wanted to do a video on this, but right now it's very clear I don't know what the fuck I'm doing for a lot of it yet. So what I'm probably gonna do is just grind out all the little things and try to like iron it to be super consistent. So that like if I make a video, I'll like have like exactly what you need. Like maybe if I could get to a point where I could do a no miss, then I'll pump out a video. Oh, yo, Mars, if you're still here, I'm going in on Escaluda 2, but not the good shit, just the survival shit. I found STM's like a Asagi run, and I've seen a billion like, or Asagi, I forget. I've seen a billion one of their like there's a bunch of commentaries and stuff like showing what you can do with that ship. But I found STM's run, and it's the greatest survival run I've seen for any game ever. Like, it's completely perfect. It is the perfect run. So, like, it took me so many hours to do scoring, and I still couldn't get to, like, scoring, like, by stage 3 properly. This one, I routed the whole fucking... I just copied their replay and routed the whole thing in, like, 3 hours, and every single little bit of it is so... Whoops, I'm doing my real name, I guess. I'm getting fucked over by the thing blinking. But like it's just survival, but it's like designed to get the Shin Saseri and like no miss the game. But it like annihilates that entire game. Like I looked at like a here, I gotta see if I could find it. Like I could not believe I got the Shin Saseri as practicing it, and I couldn't believe how much it just annihilated that whole fight. Let me grab it. So I'm like, I didn't want to do a video on Escaluda 2 because there's already like that incredibly good 2.5 hour guide. Plus, like people have made commentaries, but this run is so goddamn good that I might do it anyway. Like I might genuinely try to go for a no miss of the game. Yeah, we got it, Jin. We had to do some really fucking scary dodges at the end. But it worked out. We had 1 bomb left, no lives remaining. So like so here's some Pizza Hut. Fake. Somehow on this account, I'm not on here. Alright, look at like, so like here's just like I knew they were great for survival, and I knew that you could resource out and just be blowing Kakusei on speed kills, but I just could not believe at how efficient it was at doing so. So like the first thing that caught my eye was stage 4 boss. Because every single time, I know you do this in like scoring, but like the survival runs I see, they just sit at the bottom and hold laser on all the patterns. But at the end of each pattern, it's always making sure, it always sets up an exact timing to where you could point blank it for max gems. Does the cool bait strats, everything is timed, so by the time you get all your damage in, you're always at a point in time where you could do this. You're always at a point in time where you get, like, you sneak up on them, get, like, maximum gems. You know what made me so mad? I was going through the... Oh, man, let me see if I can... I was going through the overmode route, because I really, really, really wanted that run, but I can never do it, because the end's too hard. But I could not believe the difference between the overmode route and the one for, the Asagi just fucked the whole boss route. It's really, really funny. Where is it? Like, I bet you do all that in scoring anyway. Like, getting the gems, because you gotta score all the bosses. But it's... The thing that actually caught me off guard is you'll look at a run and they'll be like, okay, you see these enemies down? Activate Kakusei. That's what you kind of expect. But the one that one did... Like, it very specifically has exact timings that you pop Kakusei on absolutely every part of the game. So it's like, you kill an enemy, you still sit on top of him. The moment the last gold comes in, you pop off it. or anytime the exact time a like voice line ends, you pop that, or like the exact time a certain enemy dies, then you pop it. Because like usually the survival runs for that are just kind of like general timings, like oh that enemy, I want that one dead. This is the overmode shit. But like look at the difference. Look at the difference, and I was so sad when I was routing because I looked at like I was agonizing. I've spent like 2 hours trying to deal on the stage 4 boss. I spent 2 hours trying to figure out any possible way to not eat shit to this pattern, to this entire phase. This is what the overmode shit looks like that was driving me up the wall. So this shit is... Oh, they just fucking bomb it. I was hoping another replay dodges it, and it's like unreal. Is this what they do? They just hold bombs for this part? This pattern is like ungodly hard because you get up to the top and it makes it so you can just tap each time, and that's really easy. But as that pattern goes, the like top like swooshes in, so you only have half the room, and the entire pattern is also rotating with it. Like fucking crazy. And then here comes Asagi. Here comes Asagi. We pop Kakusei. And shit's fucking dead. I'm like, oh, we'll just dodge for a sec just so we get the max gems. But the big thing, I wanted to try, because this is my favorite shmup, but I don't want to just do like a bitch survival run for my favorite shmup. And like, I'm too ass to do the scoring. None of the arranges I care about. Yeah, that's like... I spent 2 hours trying to route that one without bombing to try to save meter, because like you need to use meter so much in the overmode route. But it's just not doable. But like, so I decided I'll just end up doing survival run, but we'll fight Shinsaseri. So like, this pattern's oddly difficult. Like, yeah, that one's hard. This one's not the worst thing, but kind of weird. And then you bomb and you get in the safe spot here. So first pattern's like whatever, that's like normal hard stuff. But literally the rest of it is just Kakusei. Yep, we just dump all of Kakusei on it. And they get hit here, but it's like a planned one. It doesn't matter if you get hit or if you go out of Kakusei and like bomb again. Like, they just wait till they get hit. And because of that damage and the like timing, this whole engulfing pattern of you in the middle is just nothing. And then even with the like getting hits in Kakusei, so you lose like half a bar, it's still timed at a point that you get the extra gems. And the extra gems going from 0 to this is enough to just shred the last phase. I'm like... It makes her look like the normal stage 5 boss and not the TLB. Like, I could not believe how fucking strong Asagi is in this route. And then the whole last stage is trivialized. The fucking doll section's hard as shit, but they just go through it so cleanly. And they have like exactly just barely a bar, so the actual part that's hard is you just do a quick reset and it's already over. Fucking the last boss, you don't even dodge anything. Yeah, I'm like, I bet... Dude, I can't imagine trying to survive that shit in scoring. This pattern is my least favorite in overmode. But like, this is the only pattern you dodge. Fucking Yukakusei, it dies. Easy, easy, easy. Yukakusei at the end of that, it dies. Yukakusei, the whole final pattern. I'm like, alright, we're doing it. Fuck it, this is the greatest survival run I've ever seen. Involves a planned death during the fight. Dude, thank Christ in Galuda 2, you don't lose your overmode level. When you die, that shit drove me crazy in 1. Do you have a planned death like that'll, Like, does it just give you iframes through like the annoying shit? I know, like, I would not want to dodge any of the second or third phases of that. Even the first one, the first pattern's kind of weird. Even like, I don't know. They even don't even like, even like the stage 3 boss, like the first pattern. Like, they want just so much consistency that they say, fuck it, we got this energy lying around. Let's just not even dodge this pattern at all. Or the next one, or the third one. They're like, fuck it, we just blow bomb on that. Pattern's fucking over. Yukaku say the rest is dead. I don't know. I know that, like, that's the strats you do, but I was just shocked at this replay on, like... I would expect a no-miss to have a bunch of points in it in which you had to execute in order to keep the no-miss going. Like, when I tried for it for Escalita 1, like, the final boss, you just don't have resources for everything. So you have to, like, get good at dodging some of the hard stuff so you can minimize the amount of dodging. This one doesn't dodge at all. It's just got so much. Oh god, gold! One... Oh, that's cool. That's what drove me crazy when trying to do scoring. It wasn't actually executing and like dodging shit in Zeshikai. It was always getting the wrong amount of gold and then everything falls apart. And then I'm like, no, no, I can't do this route. And then my dumbass looked and it's like the world record route. Of course that shit's optimized as shit. It'd be like learning the Ketsui route, learning like Moglar's route. To just like play the game normally, and you're like, man, this game is especially hard for some reason. Do you get more points for scoring Shinsaseri? Like, I guess technically you can no miss the game and then have the life bonus for like the additional health at the end. But like, doing a scoring run and no missing sounds like hell. That sounds so goddamn hard. I think that's way more viable in like Galuda 1. Yeah, that's what I noticed. I would always fuck up at the end where the gold would be waxed, so you couldn't cancel the last remaining bullets. Like you couldn't like you dip out of Zeshkai or whatever, pop Kakusei or something. I don't know. It was so long ago I was trying to. Worth way more. Oh man. So you gotta, that means you have to no miss to stage 5 for like optimal and do that fight good. I'm gonna have to watch those replays now that I have better understanding. That'd be really cool to see. I thought your run at a shmup slam was pretty tight. I've thought about for another shmup slam what game it would do. Try to find a game that like try to find like a harder one but doesn't have like a extra requirement that's difficult. Like SDOJ Hibachi is like just barely on the like 50-50 coin flip on whether I get hit it or not. DDP's pretty easy second loop to like get into. I can't imagine going for Shinsaseri in a live run, needing to like no miss pretty much the whole game to get to there. That stuff's terrifying for live play. Man, we're so close. I looked back and the thing I was practicing was the very first thing I got hit by. That was the one thing I was worried about. Because you were supposed to build hyper at a point, and I didn't hit hyper. And then the second part was a spot I had never seen before, or like a bullet spawned like right on top of me that I hadn't seen. If that didn't happen, we guaranteed had enough resources. So I'm like, yeah. And then I fucked the last bit because I was too busy yapping. But I'm pretty happy with that one because uh it's more interesting when it's on the line like that. Plus, like missing it by like half a pixel is pretty funny. That's why I thought about Futari God mode. There's a dip switch to just always have TLB on. So if you ever run that game at an event, like you could run that game and then just have the dip switch on. And if things go wrong and you don't get the no miss to trigger TLB, you could be like, okay, we didn't trigger the TLB normally, but I'm still going to demonstrate them here. So I think that might be like the ultimate live play one. I appreciate that bunch, dude. I still haven't messed with Like a Dreamer yet, but your run got me to like really look into that one. I haven't seen that game at all, so when I watch that there and see like the crazy shit on there, that was super fun to watch. I need to do more of like the Dojin games like that. For purpose of these, I've just been on since the videos like the vast majority of people doing cave stuff. I've just done a bunch of those back to back. Oh yeah, Screech got you on that. That's tight. Yeah, I need to mess with that one. I I gotta I gotta dip out of here. Get some dinner. Thanks you guys for showing up. That was a lot of fun. That was cool to get it all on stream, even if the ending clear run was kind of not scuffed, but like interesting. It's kind of super dicey. That's kind of a fun one. But what I'm gonna do is I'm probably not doing a video anytime soon until I can get to a point where I could confidently no miss this. Because at the point I'm at now, I don't have like specific routes or anything. I'm just kind of like winging it. So it depends on if I get Escaluda 2 done faster. I might stream Galuda 2 like Shinsasari attempts once I feel confident to do that. So it's either gonna be that, this, or I'm very slowly building Dodonpachi 2 wall. I don't want to turbo grind it because what I did with Saidaijo is I was like, I'm not doing anything until I get a Hibachi clear. And all I wanted to do was play anything else other than SDOJ. Because I'm like, I have no idea how long this is going to take. I'm going to be doing nothing but Hibachi attempts for a month. I still only have the one kill. I keep doing runs and they always consistently get it to like 1% of the final phase. No matter how many resources I go into that fight with, I can't get the kill. But we'll see. I'll probably do something. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Uh, I'll probably not be gone for too long. All right, later.